everything's going good. The battery is halfway on the scale, and the temperature come up just from driving up through the mountains in Pennsylvania. We'll see what the temperature does on the next charge. We got to take it, I think, up over 80% to get to where we're going. So it's like 3 charges, and the first one was just supposed to be 11 minutes. Everything was working good. Let it go a little bit more. This next one, I don't have my font big enough to read while I'm driving. Plus, there's endless chargers around on this road. This one wasn't like our trip to West Virginia. So I guess there is a charge point in a Hyundai dealer in Charleston, West Virginia. It's like 50 cents a kilowatt hour. Car dealers, they got to do something about car dealers. The manufacturers need to stop sending the best cars to the ones that are going over MSRP and doing stuff like that Hyundai dealer with their car charging. But Hyundai is opening a lot of charge point chargers all over. Myrtle Beach, I've heard, has got troubles too, and a Nissan dealer. And a lot of Nissan dealers aren't letting you charge your car. They're just greedy, grimy owners of those car dealerships. People learn to hate their automobiles from dealing with car dealerships. So if they're over MSRP and they're doing stuff like that, you don't want to buy a car from them, because they're going to put screws to you when you got to go in for service or maintenance. They're going to turn it on. It's like a real beauty spot off to the left there. I'm not sure if we crossed over into Maryland yet or not. I'm pretty sure we did. After the Breezebird fiasco. There was a rest stop back on the right. I think Maryland's got a beautiful welcome center that we always stop at. But, we got 11 miles to Hancock to an EVgo, and let's see. Should have wrote down in the, I guess, trash. Need to go to Plexure to find out where it's at. This Waze is like, you reach your destination without your destination. I hit on the race like, hey, slam the brakes. Freak out the people behind you because you're here. So if the battery overheats, not overheats, if the battery's a little toasty, we might sleep on it and then charge in the morning. So that's one thing the Leaf doesn't have any good battery cooling. And if they just set up a fan, they don't need liquid cooling. They need hellacious airflow would cool it. And usually the vertical stacks in the rear of the pack on the left and right are the ones that see most harm or diminishing from something like that. So the most of the heat we got on last year, or any trip so far, was the downgrade on regeneration from Virginia into North Carolina on I-77 South. Alright, I got a little less than 9 miles to my exit. I'm going to stop and eat lunch, use a toity if there's one available. And beautiful travel weather, overcast skies, not raining, 64 on the dash in Fahrenheit, and everything's going great. Wouldn't want to drive a nice car anymore. Take care, be safe. Well, that was cheap. There's a Sheets across the street, and that's where I figured this charger was. So, it's a park. That's the picnic table. I had lunch. All right. Next is Virginia. We had a Tesla here with a trailer. They didn't have the adapter except for level 2. And now we got the beautiful Chevy Bolt EUV. Beautiful car. Just the right size. Chevy should always be making those. Holy crap, I think he's pedaling. Uh-oh, bikers, roll them up, lock them. Well,
turn right on Virginia Avenue, then turn left on West High Street.
Are you sure? How about that? I gouged my arm up.
On West High Street, then turn right on US 522 North.
Loading the car this morning. It's one of those things where you don't know when it happened or how you did it. You just notice the blood. Well, I like that spot. And the price, I had $8 or $10 or something.
Turn right on US 522 North. Then use the right lane to exit right to I-70 East, US 40 East toward Hagerstown.
Oh, we were even in the right lane. So he didn't have the app on his phone, the guy with the Chevy Bolt. And it accepted his credit card, and another screen came up I didn't recognize and all that. And I would have paid.
Right lane to exit right to I-70 East, US 40 East toward Hagerstown.
I would have paid for it because, like I said, mine was $8 or $10. I don't know. It's probably cheaper than the EV Go was this morning. Or I didn't get to notice for that, but it's like that. If I didn't have this car, I'd be in that extended van, and I could almost make the trip with one tank of gas. But one tank of gas is 31 gallons.
40 minutes to exit 53, I-270 south toward Washington.
But I can put kayak, trikes in there. Can sleep in there when he pulled out the seats, all that stuff. But you can always get another one. So we charged, I think, to 80. We charged more than what we planned because we got to talking with people. A better route planner said charged us 70%, and you got 11 left over. So all those numbers, my leftover here was probably 20% instead, but I went over. If the charger's working good, you know, everybody, you put in a little extra just for that comfort. And the range depleting in the mountains ascending in Pennsylvania was a little scary. And then I ended up with more range than I started with descending. Nice Tesla. I think that's a Y. I don't know don't know the difference between a 3 and an S yet. And your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. I think the street's moldy or green. Somebody went to that. When you use your blacktop past its use-by date, I guess it turns green. Well, that's a weird. I feel like I'm in the French tennis open there. No, it'd be Wimbledon is the grass. French is clay. Oh, I like that station. So the Tesla pulled in. They were local at the park with dirt bikes and a trailer, and she says, yeah, the range goes down towing the trailer quite a bit. They unhooked the trailer, pulled next to me, but they didn't have anything but a level 2 adapter, and then I've got the opposite. I've got level 2 to Tesla, and they've got Tesla to level 2. So all they need is the correct adapter. So they might have to go sit somewhere at a level 2 with the trailer or chance the 29 miles to the superchargers. So trailer hitch, same color as this car, and they just need the adapter. So I mean, this compared to Sheets, this was like ideal, perfect spot. The bathroom not horrible. Like I said, I've been in the military and a nursing home, so it would take quite a bit to like make me roll. But yeah, it wasn't filthy. Sat in a pavilion, had one sandwich and one Aldi's Diet Cola, which is the best damn Diet Cola I ever had. So if I grow extra appendages, or you see a commercial on TV about Aldi's Cola, color number, have you been harmed by it? It's the best freaking Diet Cola. So everything went well. We're 222 travel, 221 range, and I probably got 140. Wow, it says right there 126 miles to a Walmart with Electrify America in the same area my motel is. And like I was saying before, it's a Nissan Leaf. Depending on the battery temperature, we'll either charge tonight or tomorrow morning. Because I did write down some destinations before and after each charger. That copy and paste them out of the Better Route Planner. For the three, it recommends 3 chargers between here and the Outer Banks, the southern end of the Outer Banks. And one of them's just 11 minutes in Pittsburgh. Pretty sure. And then I broke it up because my neck can't handle any car, even the Cadillac I was driving on trips, or the Buick Ultra. Here, so I like that when you come in off of Pennsylvania Turnpike, it's 55 for a while, and I was doing 60, so I'm going to do 65 as much as I can. So yeah, everybody that goes to that charger is looking for chargers behind Sheets. As most of the chargers that you know of are in Sheets or Walmart around this area, in this part of the country. And now you got a little faster. I run the cruise control, I guess. So what do we got? 24. I'm gonna try the cruise control, see what we got here. Set her at 65. And there we go. Excuse me. So, yeah, I'm driving by the Sheets, and it's got the little destination on the right, and turn right on some boulevard that starts with an M across the street from Sheets. Yeah, I'm looking behind Sheets on the inbound side and then on the outbound side, and I'm like, I don't see any chargers. So it's a park, and I guess you got trails. It says only parking if you're using the trails or something, and then the 2 chargers. So ideal rest stop. Flush toilet, picnic tables, more picnic tables in the pavilion, economical charging. Oh, look at the old, we got to see the railroad insulator. So this is probably also a canal around too. And then the railroad replaced the canal. I know there was a guy that did a cat track ride between Pittsburgh and Washington, D.C. Was that an X? Who knows? X is the bigger one. Y is the other SUV, and then the Model 3 and Model S are cars, lower slung. So I like the Model Y of all of those. And I guess Consumer Reports likes some of those too. So, got the passenger window just cracked a little bit. .122 to where we're going in Virginia. And we don't want to get there too fast because it's 12:49. Actually, it says we'll get there in 2 hours and 11 minutes, which is 3 o'clock. So it might be the check-in time. So the rest areas and the tinkling was done at both chargers today. No additional stops at rest areas. And I just love this way of traveling after the rat race I put myself in all my younger years. This is like, I recommend if you're traveling somewhere for vacation, take it for 1 or 2 days less and then find a place on the way. It'll change your life to stop and see Arctic Arts. Now, if we ever went to Myrtle Beach again, would be a West Virginia park on the southern end, and that's where we first found it using our camera.
Vehicle on shoulder ahead.
And I don't want to go back to the rat race anymore. Yep, it's still there. All right, I'll let you go and talk to you later.